Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 3 DIY projects, of which all the products we got are from Dollar Tree. So let's get started. We got a total of 6 pumpkins and 2 plaques so that we can make 2 of these home decor pieces that we're going to start off with now. I have my lovely little helper here, and we're going to start off by painting the pumpkins orange. You can paint it white, you can do it green, you can do it blue, whatever you like. This is completely up to your choice. Next, I'm going to take a dry angled brush and dab it in a small amount of brown paint. Then I'm going to go along the creases of the pumpkin and create some shadows here because we want to differentiate the little pumpkin sections that we have on this wooden piece. And then I'm going to take a little bit of paper towel and pick some of that paint off so it's not too harsh of a line going down the pumpkin. And I'm going to repeat this process for all the creases and all the pumpkins that we're intending to use for the purpose of this project. Our pumpkins are all painted and are dry. Now we're going to start on the main project. So the pumpkins that I purchased from Dollar Tree come with this raffia on top of them. I'm going to put it into good use for this project. After untying the raffia, I'm going to take scissors and cut them in half. This is going to act like the straws in between the pumpkins after we stack them. So now I'm going to select one of the pumpkins, and you will notice the stem of this pumpkin is not finished, and that was done on purpose because we're going to be stacking the pumpkins one on top of the other, and the stem will not be visible until you come to the very top pumpkin. I'm going to take my glue gun and put a bunch of glue on the plaque. This is on the bottom of the plaque that we're starting up with, and the bottom pumpkin is going to go on first. Press it down gently until it adheres to the plaque. Here comes my hand twin, aka my helper. Now before we move on to the next pumpkin, which would be the middle piece, we're going to take the raffia and glue it to the top of the pumpkin where the stem is. Exercise caution when you're doing this step because you can easily burn yourself. Now we're going to move on to the second pumpkin, which is going to be the middle pumpkin of the project, and it's going to sit right on top of the stem of the bottom pumpkin. Same thing, we're going to put down a bunch of glue and then have the pumpkin adhere to the plaque. I chose the plaque to be neutral just because it is less noticeable, just in case if I did painted a different color and some areas were showing, it would be more noticeable, but it is completely up to you. You can paint it if you like. Before we put on the top piece, which is the last piece of the plaque, we're going to put on the raffia as we did before, and you will notice the top piece pumpkin does have the stem finished. For this second project, all we need is a styrofoam that looks like kind of like a cupcake is what I'm going to call it, from Dollar Tree. All these items are from Dollar Tree. You can select whatever greenery you like, whatever leaves you like. It's completely up to you. This is just a really quick DIY. So the wooden plaque that I bought came with this little piece of rope on the back, so I took that off and I'm going to utilize it for this project. What I'm going to do is turn it to the side and jab that into the styrofoam. This is going to be the string that will hang the decor off of the wall, so if your piece is heavy, definitely reinforce the string and make sure you have something very sturdy to hang the decor. Next, I'm going to take the leaves and push it through the styrofoam. You can cut it if you choose to do that, but it's completely up to you. The way I'm going to do it, it's going to hide the stem poking out from the other end. I'm going for a tapering look for the design, so what I did is I took the burgundy leaves and cut it off of a larger branch, and this way it's a smaller branch in comparison to the orangey yellow leaves that you see, and it's going to create a more tapering effect, especially if you push it through the styrofoam more so than the orange ones. I'm going to do the same exact design on the opposite side of the styrofoam. For the top of the styrofoam, you can choose to do a seasonal ribbon and create a bow out of that and put that on top, but I'm going to choose to do a pumpkin for the top. To cover the sides of the styrofoam, I'm going to take the leaves from my extra branches that I have and cover the styrofoam with those extra leaves, overlapping to make sure that the styrofoam will not be visible. And here is the final result. I absolutely love how this wall decor piece came out. Next up are these mushrooms we got at Dollar Tree. They come 3 to a pack. And we didn't like the top of the mushroom, so we're going to give it a fresh coat of paint. I have my little assistant here painting it while I hold it and film it. We're all done with the paint. We're going to let it dry. Next, I'm going to take one of my larger glue sticks and some white paint. I'm going to dab the end of the glue stick ever so slightly into the white paint. Since the glue stick is perfectly round, this is going to help us in creating the white spots on the mushroom. So very carefully, we're going to go ahead and take the glue stick and put it on top of the mushroom and give it a quick dab and a quick pull. The key here is not to move the glue stick around and to pull it away straight. I'm going to continue this process until I'm satisfied with the number of spots that I have on the mushrooms. And here is the final look of all the elements coming together on the mantle. I absolutely love how the pumpkins turned out. They add such an autumn vibe to the whole design. My daughter and I absolutely loved doing this together. It was such a wonderful project to do with kids, and you can see the mushrooms and the garland as well. So the characters came from Michael's, as did the garland, with the exception of this little gnome who was made by my oldest daughter using clay, and these characters also came from Michael's. I love how the pumpkins tie everything together. It looks wonderful and coherent. To finish off the design in my living area, I picked up these pillows at the dollar spot. They were $3 each, and I absolutely love these. Well friends, that concludes this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, share this video with a family or a friend, hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already. All these actions help to support the channel. Thanks for watching. See you back again soon.